It's season 3 of the Darius Show. It's season 3 of the Darius Show, where the tea gets spilled and the truth unfolds. Darius don't play, he tells it how it is. Celebrity news, and you know he won't miss. Now here is your host, Darius Owens.
I'm back and I am so excited to be back, and I have a special guest coming on later, and today is going to be a good show. So let's start season 3 strong and let's get started with the hot tea. Come on.
Always blunt and honest, you already know. No sugarcoating, I let it flow. I spill the tea.
I am so excited to be back. I can't explain the excitement that I have for today's show. I have a special guest coming on. I got this nice outfit. I got these leather pants that some of you don't like, but as long as I like it, I really don't care what you like. I got new lights. I got new settings. I got more cameras. I got number 3 for season 3, and I'm just excited. So let's get started with the hot tea. So let me tell you, my summer felt so long. Like I was like, do I want to go back to the show? Do I not want to go back? But then like a month ago, I got a spark to come back. So I was like, all right, let me get the intro together. Let me get a photo shoot and get more outfits. I can't tell you how many outfits I have gotten, and I am so excited to be back. Before we get started with the hot tea, I also want to shout out to Maisie, Taylor, and Amani. They are my second block at school, and I love them so much, and they thought I was going to talk bad about them, but I just want to tell you how much I love you guys, and I appreciate you in second block, because without you guys, what would second block be? But anyways, I'm already sweating and the show just started. But anyways, so fans are slamming Tate McRae for making a music video and she was naked. I'm like, whatever, it's 2024. People learn to like life and enjoy life. I know that it's like, Tate McRae, I'm not gonna lie, it was slutty-ish of you, but I mean, have fun. Like, I know if I was famous like that, if I got naked and people are gonna pay money and I'm gonna get rich from being naked, yeah, I'm gonna get naked. You're gonna see all of this, and I'm not joking. So Tate McRae, I don't blame you. Don't pay attention to any of the haters, but why would you pay attention to them anyways? You're rich. I mean, come on, Tate. So, yeah, I'm just so excited to be back. I can't wait to talk about more people. So anyways, hold on. My throat is already dry. So people are mad at Adele for taking a 15-year break. So Adele's saying she's taking a break that's gonna last 15 years. I'm like, okay, Adele. Like, Adele has been famous for so long. Like, she's been famous throughout her when she was fat and then she got skinny. Like, that whole phase was Adele, and people were paying attention to that. So I mean, like, even doing this show, like, I'm not even famous like that, and I get tired of doing this show sometimes, but I love doing it. So Adele, I don't blame you for taking a break. I mean, how many concerts have you done? You've done like, how many, like 3,000 shows? Do you know how tiring that is? I mean, I know a lot of people say like, all you're doing is going up there with the microphone and singing. How bad can it be? Well, let me tell you something. You try going up there with the full makeup, with full outfits, with microphones, cameras following you everywhere, and see if you don't get tired of it. So Adele, I don't blame you for taking this break. I think you need it, Adele. I mean, enjoy life. I mean, famous people need to enjoy their life too. They're normal people just like us. So I don't like when people like try to make it seem like famous people are like not normal people. You know what I mean? So this is shocking to me. So Drew Barrymore came out the other day and said that she used to be a blackout singer. Singer. See, Adele, look what you're doing to me. A blackout drinker. Take a look at what she has to say.
About a big part of it was I used to be a blackout drinker. And so watching this film was an extraordinary journey for me to forgive myself for that. Because I've put myself in situations I shouldn't have put myself in.
Drew Barrymore, I'm honestly really proud of you for coming out about that. And to be honest, you still look like a blackout drinker. I mean, look at you. But I'm just saying, so people are slamming and worried about Rachel Ray after she posted this video the other day looking like this. Now, Rachel Ray, I didn't really know who you were until I saw this, but like, I'm saying, Rachel, it just looks like she's been enjoying life and eating a bunch of cake and stuff. I mean, she's obviously gotten really fat, but I'm like, okay, Rachel, but I don't see a problem with the way you look. You just look like you had a stroke. But that's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you've been eating a lot, Rachel Ray, just come out and say, oh, over the summer I was eating and eating and eating and I just gained a little weight. So, I mean, hey, everybody gains weight, right? So, anyways, this lady tried to come up to this girl the other day and compliment how cute her baby was, and her reaction was so rude. Take a look.
Brussels sprout.
She's a win. You're beautiful. You are. She's exquisite.
I'm gonna just taste a little piece of her chicken. This is sparkling water. She all in my baby face. I had to contain myself.
How rude and selfish can you be? I mean, the lady was being nice. She was an older woman. I know if someone walked up to my baby and said, oh, she's so cute, I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you. She's like 3 months old, blah, 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 blah. Like, she's a critter now. Like, I would be nice. Like, I love talking to people. And if I was that older lady, I would have said, well, bitch, that's why your baby is so damn ugly. Because even though if the baby was cute, I would have a comeback. I would say, that's why your baby is so damn ugly. Because I bet you, that just pissed me off. And that's why people make black people look so bad, because black people do the stupidest stuff and they post it like this. So, I mean, and then she's gonna be like one of the ones that are like, oh, black people, blah, 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 blah. You're the ones that are making us look bad, and then you're gonna be complaining later. So get it together. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting slammed for looking like they don't want to be together. Here we go again. They're normal people. I mean, all marriages are not, well, are they married? I don't think they're married, but all relationships aren't happy. I mean, famous relationships and famous people, they're gonna have problems with their relationships too. So I'm just like, why are you guys making such a big deal with this? Maybe Travis and Taylor were in the car and Travis asked Taylor what she wanted to eat and Taylor was like, I don't know, what do you want? And then they just went back and forth, and I guess maybe they got an attitude and they were like, just hurry up and pick something. So who knows? Y'all just have to always make it seem like celebrities are just moving on. Guys, I'm scared. Who's gonna win the election? I don't know if I want Kamala to win, but I definitely don't want Trump to win. Now Trump, I saw the debate like 3 weeks ago. Trump sounded stupid, I'm gonna say. He didn't even know what to say. And Trump was like, oh, okay, thank you. Trump did not know what to say. He was not prepared. I will say that Kamala did eat him up. Kamala knew her facts. Trump was just sitting there not knowing what to say. And I'm just like, what is going on? So anyways, Shaq came out and said that he tried to get Halle Berry. Did Halle want that black? Anyways, take a look.
My answer is Halle Berry.
Halle Berry's a good answer.
But hold on. I had a shot one time, and I froze.
You told me about it, yeah.
So one day I'm at the Four Seasons on Doheny, and I'm in the elevator. I'm coming up from the bottom, and the door opens. It's me, D-Mac, and the door opens, and it's Halle Berry. So, you know, I was like that. And all I could hear was ding, ding. You know, I was like, but hold on. What made it worse, she spoke to me first. Oh, hello, Shaquille. So now I got a little Woody, and I'm just like, and I just
a little Woody.
A little Woody. And then it opened, and then she fucking walks out. And D-Mac like, you stupid motherfucker, you punk motherfucker. Oh, so Halle Berry. And I know she has a little husband, but he won't mind the story.
A little husband.
Shaq,
Yeah.
I feel like people only get with you for your money because you don't have the looks to grab a girl. I'm just saying. So anyway, Chappelle Rowan or however you say her name, she said that some guy grabbed her in a bar and kissed her, and now she needs security. Well, Chappelle Rowan, didn't you say, you can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling, good luck, babe. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. You said that. You said you can kiss 100 boys in bars. And that's not saying you were talking about yourself, but if she can kiss 100 boys in bars, you can do it too, Chappelle. So stop complaining, and you know you like the attention. You just wanted to come out and say that you needed security so you can have more attention. But Chappelle Rowan, I will say that I love that song, but that's the only song I listen to by you. All the other songs that, you could have kept those all at home, and that's a quote from my best friend Zaya. So Tamar Braxton is accusing her ex-husband, Jeremy Robinson, of spending money off of her card. Now take a look at what he has to say, and then we're gonna talk.
You know, I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I've chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm gonna date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday.
Now, she also said that he cheated on her with a 25-year-old woman. Now, I'm gonna say, if my woman was this crazy as you are, Tamar, so crazy she can't even spell. What is tool? I'm being serious. Like, what is tool? But if my wife was crazy like you, I think I would cheat on you with a 25-year-old woman too, because Tamar, you look crazy and you are crazy. So Tamar, get a life and learn to keep a man, because obviously you can't keep a man. And obviously no man wants you with the way you look. I mean, I'm surprised you've had the men that you've had. I'm just saying. So I am happy to announce that Wendy Williams is back with her family in Florida. So about a month ago, this picture got posted right here. Now, Wendy looks very healthy. She looks good, but I can tell that Wendy's not all there still, but just to see her not like, you know how we saw her on the documentary, to see her not like that anymore and to see her walking and stuff, it's just, it makes me so excited, because I wouldn't be doing this without Wendy. Wendy inspired me in 2020 to be doing this. I started my show in 2020, not on this channel, but it was on another channel. And let me tell you, I looked back at those the other day and they were terrible, terrible. So, yeah, Wendy, I'm so excited to see you out, and I hope you continue to get healthy, and I hope the dementia isn't eating you up. But I did read the little document about the man that was at the shop that she went to, and he said that she was having help from her son with walking and everything, but hey, that's fine. I know she needs help walking anyways, anything, because you know her legs are like big like these leather pants, and I love you, Wendy, but I'm just saying. But anyways, so Judge Mathis is coming out about his divorce, and he got stopped at the airport the other day, and this is what he had to say about his divorce. Take a look.
Judge Mathis, how are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask.
I'm not good. Rather, it's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say to other men, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. You see how many at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So I do want to ask, the date of separation is listed back to July 17th. Has this been coming for some time now, or was it something out the blue?
Well, ever since we started taping here in LA, I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road, doing the same thing. And in terms of going out into another city. But I was gone for 3 weeks. That's what July 17th meant.
Would you say you two are in a good place right now, or able to maintain a friendship?
Oh yeah, we're still in the same house and we're maintaining a friendship. And I'm trying to get my wife back. I have to show her that though. Hopefully I can show her while we're there together before, and hopefully she doesn't complete the process. But I'm changing in hopes that she will. I'm gonna get my wife back. How about that?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to eliminate all them rumors too, that it's something about a baby or even me molesting a child. It's none of that. I've just told you what it is.
There were also, kind of some rumors of any infidelity. Did you want to clear that up at all? You say it's solely neglect.
Well, neglect can create suspicion, certainly. And if you're gone as much as I am, you have every right to suspect. You go to work, you go serving the community around the country, then you go with your guys to sporting events around the country, you go to other events except without your wife hanging with you and enjoying herself with you. And so, yeah, she would have a right to suspect infidelity.
But there's none of that going on.
You can tell Judge is hurting now. I'm gonna say it. Wife of Judge Mathis, I don't know your name, but he's a judge. He's famous. He has stuff to do. He doesn't have time for you all the time. So learn to accept the husband that you have, because I don't think you deserve a husband at all. If you're accusing this man of not spending enough time with you, and he's famous, he has media, he has a show, he has social media, he has stuff to do. Don't be jealous because you didn't make the spotlight like him. So just go sit down somewhere, and I hope nobody ever marries you again, because you don't deserve it. So Beyonce is quitting music videos. So she's saying that it's a distraction from the music. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of agree with this, because when music videos and celebrities come out with music videos, people are always like, did you see blah blah blah's new music video? I feel like they pay attention to more of the visuals than the song, because sometimes a song might have a deep meaning and you're just sitting there watching the music video and you don't even understand the meaning. So I kind of get what Beyonce is going. So Beyonce, I congratulate you with this, because I would do the same thing, you're so famous that you don't even need music videos anymore. So anyways, Tammy from my 1,000 Pound Sisters on TCL or TLC, whichever one it is, Tammy is coming out and saying that she thinks everybody else is jealous of her. My guest is here as jealous of her because she's the pretty one now. Take a look at this.
Man, I can't keep up who's fighting with who.
I'm getting real sick and tired of the attitude. Don't do that. I have put up with this for 30-some years because poor Tammy, she's fat, she can't do. Now that she's lost the weight, I'm not excusing that behavior anymore.
This was what the
I was talking Get out of my house.
Damn straight, bitch.
Now that I've lost so much weight,
I feel like she's kind of jealous. She's not the pretty sister no more. I never wanted to come home to this.
Tammy, I don't think anyone is jealous of you. I would never want to look at, I would never want to look like you. You're still fat. You have all this extra skin and you don't even look good. So I don't think anyone is jealous of you. So anyways, do you remember in my birthday show when I was talking about that girl Alexis and I said that she was the black ghetto girl? Well, anyways, she came in my job the other day with her mom. So they came in my job. I'm behind the counter ringing up people, and I see them come in. I said, oh shit. So then she pointed at me. She was like, that's the boy that was talking about me. Then her mom came over there and she was like, you the boy that was talking about my daughter? I was like, yeah. And I was like, but anyways, if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look. Couples. So anyways, you remember that black gutter girl that I was telling y'all about in my school? Anyways, I think she's pregnant, y'all. She be walking around at school and everything, and she got this big ass stomach, and you know, she got the nerve to wear crop tops with it. And I'm like, you need to cover that because you're a hoe already, and you be talking to a different black guy on the bus every day. And why do I keep saying black? Like, Darius, what's up with you and black people today? But I'm just saying, she'll be coming on the bus, and she got her stomach out and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is she pregnant? Well, if she is pregnant, baby, I feel bad for you, and you probably had 10, 15 minutes. And I still meant what I said, and I don't take back anything. I don't need to apologize for a thing. But anyways, we have a special guest coming up, and we'll be right back. So we're back with one of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Mclair, and I've known her for how many years?
2, 3, going on 3.
Right, but I feel like I've known her forever. So hi, Mrs. Mclair.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Let me tell you, she actually canceled her plans just to come here.
Of course. A chance to be on your show? Absolutely.
All right.
Screw those plans. Let's go.
I really like your outfit.
You know I like color too. I like tie-dye.
Look, we were texting and she was like, what should I wear? And I was like, you know I like a lot of color. And then she came, it was like bland, so I was like, yeah, put this on.
I did bring the backup here, so yeah, you know.
So anyways, Miss Mclair, like I know you're a teacher at all.
Yes.
But who are you outside of work?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm a mom to a very sassy 12-year-old. I think I'm kind of just as quirky and goofy outside of work as I am in the school. Yeah, I try not to be serious and adult-ish.
I see.
Ever.
Could you do something for me 1 second?
Sure.
Could you grab those little green cards for me?
Yes.
Without like looking at them?
I'm not looking at them. I saw nothing.
But anyways, so when did you realize teaching was your career?
Ooh. Oh, it's gonna get heavy. I'll try and keep it light.
Nope.
Nope.
Spill.
Okay.
Spill.
Okay. So life has a way of throwing you curveballs. I was working in a very not fulfilling job, working for Fujifilm. I don't know if I can say the company's right, but I was working in their custom compliance department, importing and exporting paper, rifle scopes, stuff that just like just didn't make you feel good at the end of the day. I was like, I did nothing today. Well, so my husband, my daughter's dad, passed away in a car accident when my daughter was 2. And bad things, you know, sometimes give you that moment to pause and reprioritize and look at things in your life and realize what's important and what's not. And I realized I wanted a job that, 1, I was satisfied in, felt like I was helping people, but then 2, also that I would have more time with my daughter and like, you know, be able to, you know, have the same schedule with her since I was now a single mommy. So
I was about to ask you, that was my next question. How do you deal with being a single mother?
It's definitely difficult. Like you're wearing so many hats and stuff like that. But I think I've just been doing it for so long. It's been 10 years now. I think you just kind of get used to it. But I've always been a really hard worker and been able to handle a lot more on my plate, I think, than most. Just, you know.
How do you deal with that with making a teacher's salary though? That's my question.
That's where you got to get creative. So I'm a huge like sale shopper, Goodwill, like thrift stores, those kind of places. And you can find all kinds of, you know, craft ideas and stuff like that to do. And I love arts and crafts. And so it's always fun to do those. And those don't cost anything. We love to hike, you know, and that's also something that doesn't really cost a whole lot of money. What else? I'm trying to think. But yeah, so you just make it work.
Okay.
You know, you just scrimp and I would rather sacrifice and make sure she's got something, you know what I mean? So you make choices. It's all about choices.
All right, now it's time for the fun questions.
Oh.
So hit it.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so I've got 8 cards here, and this
Okay.
is just full of random questions.
Okay.
Some outrageous.
Okay, let's go. Hit
Let
me
me
with
shuffle
it.
them. Although I don't know how to shuffle, we're just gonna act like we know how to
We can
shuffle.
just
So the first question is: do you ever stalk people online?
Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, I'm being serious. I stalk you.
Well, hey, that's fine. You know, if I was a student and we had access to internet, I totally would be like looking up teachers. But my day and age, we didn't have all that access. I mean, you know, dating, you know, but you definitely need to learn how to stalk people and make sure that, you know, they are or whatever. And I'm dating someone now, very happy with them. And there might have been some people popping up on their little stuff that I was like, who's this heifer? And like looking them up. So yes, there might be a little bit of stalking.
And this is my next question. Do you have a man?
I do have a man.
Do you approve of her man? Oh. Oh.
It's like kind of, yeah.
So it's been a little over 6 months. So it's still new.
Now, see, last time I talked to you, you said you had just gotten the key to the apartment.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so do you still have that key?
I do still have the key.
Have you been there? Do you like him, actually? Be serious.
Yeah, he's okay. Sometimes.
Does she like him?
She told me she likes him. So.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not. He's like, sometimes I don't like him now.
Okay.
Sometimes it's too much.
Oh. Well, sometimes I could be too much, though, so let's be honest.
Yeah, but I live with you.
Oh, that's true.
All right, the next question is, what's your favorite adult beverage?
Oh. I love, like, a good cider, like the adult ciders and sours, and I don't know how to say if it's Goza or Gozes or Goes, whatever. They're all in that sour family of beers. Love those.
Do you drink a lot?
I used to, like, especially when I worked at some previous school districts. I would make the jokes that, you know, this might be the year my liver quits. But I've found that, you know, not as much as I've this past year.
See, Mrs. Mclair used to work at this school where there was just snakes all around, just slithering all around.
Many snakes, so many snakes. High-level snakes, low-level snakes, all kinds of snakes.
And I still see them every day.
I'm so sorry.
Because, you know, Mrs. Mclair left my school, so.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
And I'm about to leave, too, so. This is my last year.
I know, you're going to do great things.
All right, this question is, what's one thing you're surprisingly good at that people don't know?
Oh, what is it? Puzzles. Oh, I do love puzzles.
Puzzles?
I do love puzzles.
Puzzles?
I do love puzzles. I love, well, I think maybe with the math part of my brain, it likes the puzzles and figuring it. So I do love puzzles. I love arts and crafts. I actually paint. I had an art show when I lived in South Carolina.
You look like a painter.
Yeah, thanks. I actually had an art show when I was down in South Carolina.
Actually? Mm-hmm. Did you win?
Well, no, it was at a local restaurant that have the local artists come in, and I sold 4 paintings. So I think those are some things that surprise people, maybe. And I really love to like landscape and garden.
Now, see, that surprises me. Now, I know about the landscaping one, but I didn't know about the art and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is, are you the jealous one in a relationship?
Not typically. If I feel secure in the relationship, I'm not jealous. But if I'm not feeling on solid grounds, then I might be like, why was she? What'd you
Okay,
mean
if
by?
you see your man talking to someone over there and you're at a party, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be jealous? Are you gonna ask questions?
I might ask questions, but like I said, I think it just depends on how I feel in the relationship. Like my current relationship right now, I'd be like, no, go talk. I don't care. I got you.
See, I'm the opposite.
But really,
I don't want you even talking to a friend.
Oh. But see, if I'm not secure in the relationship, then heck yeah, I'm gonna be like, What were you doing over there talking to them?
Exactly.
What's this? But yeah, so I think it just depends on the situation.
By the way, Miss Mclair is actually my first in-person interview.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're on the season 3 premiere, so
I know, I'm
good.
excited. I feel very honored. Thank you very much.
The next one is, what's the weirdest thing you've ever Googled? Like, honestly.
Probably. So I'm a pretty adventuresome eater. Like, I like to try unusual foods, and I've tried quite a few unusual foods. I think probably the weirdest thing I Googled was, what is sweetbreads? And they are not sweet and they are not breads. Let's just get that off the table.
What is it, actually?
So it's varying. I haven't gotten a clear definitive thing. It's either like cow brains or organs or stomach or intestines or something, or sheep, or it's like I haven't gotten a clear definitive answer.
Oh.
But it was not a good experience. I don't recommend. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just they're not sweet or bread.
All right, the next one is, what's the weirdest dream you have ever had? No, it actually says wildest.
Okay. So the weirdest dream I've ever had, and I still remember it very vividly to this day, it's very bizarre, was I was somehow in like a Renaissance, not a Renaissance fair, but like the Renaissance time period. And I had 2 buckets. And in both buckets was my mom's head and my dad's head, but they were still talking to me the whole time. Like it was like they had to be in the buckets to hey, you said wildest. I'm just saying, it was a very vivid dream. So yeah, so I remember carrying these buckets and they were just talking along to me, and that was the dream.
Oh.
It's very weird.
Oh.
I mean, West.
Oh. And the last one is, what's the weirdest food combo you've ever had and liked?
Ooh. Well, see, but then it also goes to like the fact that I like weird foods in general, but food combo. I mean, I like cottage cheese and peaches. Oh, know what? We just had pineapple and cinnamon. And cinnamon with pineapple,
Did you like it?
Surprisingly, is delicious. It tastes like Christmas, but at the Bahamas. It's fabulous. You got to try it. Pineapple with some cinnamon. It's so good.
See, I like pineapple, but I don't like the way it makes my... you know that the rough feeling it does?
Well, see, we just found freeze-dried pineapple with cinnamon, and it was so fabulous. It tasted like I was in the Bahamas at Christmas time. It was so tasty.
All right, now, Miss Mclair, now that you're actually here on the show, remember that scary story you were telling me about with that ghost?
Oh, God.
Okay, I want you to tell it actually now.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I have a lot of very unusual paranormal experiences. I always have. But the one that really kind of stands out as the most vivid was when I saw like a full body apparition. So I went to school in Longwood, right down the road. It's got a lot of history. It's been around since 1839. And the dorm that I lived in, unfortunately, is no longer there. But there was no record of like them actually purchasing the land from this farmer. And so supposedly this dorm was haunted by the farmer on the North Cunningham side where I lived. And Maine apparently was haunted by his son Timmy. And they said, now I never saw this, but if you looked outside the dorms, you could see like the indentations in the dirt where like you could see their plots, like where they were buried or whatever, but there was like no headstone or anyways. So I was an RA in the dorm at the time, and my roommate was in charge of the front desk. And the dorm was shaped like an H. And so North came to here, and I was walking down Main to go to North. Well, when you come onto the hallway, there's a study lounge. And there's nobody in the halls yet because nobody had moved in, because we were setting the halls up, and my roommate Katera was getting the front desk set up. So in the study lounge, it was dark, but you could see there was a man. It looked like he was sitting in the study lounge. He had a very high, like dark blue button-up collared shirt. He had brown hair that was parted, it was long, and he had a beard. But his eyes, God, it was like he was, that whole saying about peering straight through to your soul, like he was looking into every little dark recess of my soul. The hair on my neck went up. Just cold chills. And I froze in place.
Did it actually scare you?
Oh, yeah. I literally froze because it took me a second. I was like, not really seeing that. And then like you get those creepy heebie-jeebie feelings. And I remember just staring at him, but I could see through him to the air conditioning unit behind his head. And so I remember I made it to my room, which was right next door, and my roommate, she said that I just sat there and I was like pale, and I was just like, ghost. I just saw there's a ghost. And she went out and ran, and she didn't see anything. So fast forward to Halloween, Dr. Jordan would always do a haunted tour, ghost stories, for Halloween. You know us, we like the horror stuff. And I never got to go, but I told my boss of the building the story, and I described the man. And so he went to the ghost tour, and he talked to Dr. Jordan, and Dr. Jordan held up a picture and said, was this the man? And my boss said that what I described to him was exactly who was in that picture.
So now, speaking of like Halloween and stuff, I know you love the Halloween stuff.
I love Halloween stuff.
So now, what is your favorite horror movie?
Ooh, favorite.
And did she ever tell you about that story?
Favorite horror movie? There's some good ones. There's a lot of not good ones though. Like my boyfriend and I, we just watched Martyrs.
What's that?
It's where you would like, it's weird. So these group of people like kidnap women and they're trying to torture them and deprive them of just comforts and just torture them, starve them, until they get to the point where they apparently like have an epiphany or some spiritual whatever. That was interesting. I think the ones, if I had to say my favorite ones right now, would be Nope and Get Out.
What
Those
is Nope?
two. Oh, you haven't seen Nope?
I haven't seen it.
It's the Jordan Peele one with the aliens.
See, I don't like stuff like that.
Oh,
I don't like sci-fi-ish stuff.
Gotcha.
I like House, Haunted House and stuff, and like Insidious. I don't like The Conjuring though. I like Insidious more than The Conjuring.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Have you watched any of the new movies that came out?
Well, I'm waiting for Terrifier.
Me too. I saw that.
I can't wait. That comes out October 11th, and apparently the first 10 minutes is the most disturbing of any horror movie ever. And apparently the guy that plays Art the Clown, there was also a scene where he had a really hard time, like actually doing the scene. So I'm like,
for real?
Yeah, this is in real life. So I can't wait. I can't wait.
Are my lips white?
No.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not.
Because you know, like when you put chapstick on and it leaves that like that white thing.
No, you don't have that.
All right. Well, anyways, that was Mrs. Mclair, everybody, and up next is Darius's something and something. I don't know the name. I forgot, but we'll be right back. Hi, so we're back with Darius's Summer Scoop. So basically, I'm gonna be telling you what I did over the summer, and let me tell you, my summer was crazy. So let me tell you, the first thing I did was worked. I worked and worked and worked. Now, my shifts were 6 in the morning to 2 p.m. I was like, when I went for the interview, I was like, can you give me the earliest shift possible so I can get out and come back home? And you know, I'm like sitting here, I'm thinking I'm gonna have the whole rest of the day. I get home, I sit down, and I'm slumped, okay? Because I get up at 3 in the morning to be at work at 6, all right? The next thing I did was I titled people as my friends. Now, having friends and titling people as your friends are different. Having friends are just like people you talk to. Titling friends are when you title them as your friend. Like that's when they're actually your friend. Now, I want to shout out to Zaya and I want to shout out to Ace. And I want to shout out to Jackie. Those are all my real friends right now at the moment. Real friends, I mean like, and people in school don't come after me and be like, I thought I was your friend. There's a difference between friends and friends, okay? The next thing I did was I slept a lot. I mean, like, I've never slept so much, and I don't like sleeping. I like enjoying my day. So by me sleeping, I'm just wasting my summer. And the next thing I did was talk about people, because that's what Darius does, right? And that's who I am. But yeah, that was Darius's Summer Scoop, and up next is the end of this show, and we'll be right back. And by the way, Miss Mclair was very good, wasn't she? They just left, and now I feel so lonely. But up next, we'll be right back. So we're back at the end of the show, and I just want to thank Miss Mclair and Mrs. McClair's daughter for being in the background. And this was a really great show, and I'm appreciative of everyone who watches. And yeah, next show I have some more great stuff for you and some great guests for you. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time on Dariusful Talk. Bye!